to Excel Basics Plus. In today's video, we're going to be looking at more of the pivot table application and how we can create them, and then also create some pivot charts. So the data we're using today is a whole pile of sales data with some random salespeople, the sales team they belong to, which sub-team of that sales team they belong to, and who the sales manager is for the teams. Now we've got budgets, we've got sales, we've got 10 weeks worth of sales there, and right at the end of the data we've got our total sales by salesperson. What we actually want to do is we want to get to a stage where we could just look at the sales manager and what the budgets were for that sales manager and what the sales were against those budgets. So what we want to do is create a pivot table. Straight away, we're going to use the insert button and pivot table. It's already selected the data that we want. And it's got table 1 in there because obviously we've had the data input into an actual table. Makes it so much easier when it's a table, because if we add data to the table, then it extends the range of data that the pivot table takes its data from. Now, you can go straight to a new worksheet. I've already named a tab as pivot. So I'm actually going to click on existing worksheet, and you can click on the little up arrow there. Click on pivot, which is the table that we've already, the tab we've already created, or the new worksheet, and click on A1 because that's where we want to put the pivot table. Press the down arrow and press OK. Now straight away it comes up with pivot table 1, and then obviously we need to build that report, so we're going to bring in the data that we need. Now the data we need, straight away we're looking at a higher level of data, so we want to go to the sales manager level. There's only 2 sales managers and there's multiple sales people. So if we bring the sales manager down to the filter, that then means that we can filter the reporting between, in this case, Amelia and Anthony. So they are the 2 sales managers. So that's the highest level of the data that we've got. Now, the next piece that I want to have a look at is how they break that data down into their sales team. Now, there's a north, east, west, and south sales team. So I'm going to bring that into the rows area so that we can break that data down at that sales team level. Now, the next piece I want to do is also bring out the sub team, whether it's red or white. Now, this then gives you straight away, you can see the east team and then broken down into red and white. So the data will reflect for each of those teams. And what we're looking at is the total sales, and we're looking at the budget. So we want to pull the total sales down into our values in the bottom right. And we want to pull our budget down there as well so that it's next to the sales. Now you can have that whichever way you want. I mean, we can click and move the budget above the sales, and it will move the columns accordingly. Quick right click, click on number format in the window and click accounting, and you can change the format of those numbers. Very easy to do. So what we can see here is that for the entire business, the grand total of budget was $479,870, but the sales were $479,682. So they were just shy by just under $200 of actually meeting their budget. So this now has provided us with a very good indication of who met budget and who didn't. So we can instantly see the East team and the white team within that East team, their budget was 59, but they only made 56,000 in sales. If we keep going down, we can see the white team in North, their budget was 59,000, but they actually made 62,000 in sales. So they achieved and beat their budget. Similarly, we've got $36,000 budget for the White West team, and they achieved almost $70,000 in sales. So they've smashed their budget completely. Now, a couple of things we can do here. We can now filter by Amelia or Anthony, who are the sales managers. So if we go click on Amelia, Amelia only has white teams. Straight away we can see her budget was 215, but her team met $240,000 worth of sales, which means exceeded the budget by 25,000. Done well. Then if we look at Anthony's team, we can then see $264,000 budget, $240,000 worth of sales. So this is where, from a data drill down perspective, you can now start to see, well, hang on, if I've got some issues in my business, I can now isolate where those problems are. Straight away, we know there's some problems within Anthony's team. So let's have a look at the numbers, drilling down even further. We've got the East team at 61,000 budget, short 50, so short by about $6,000. The North team, they met their budget, so they're not the problem. The South team, they were quite a way off. They were a good 13,000 off budget. And the West team were 10,000 off budget. So now what we want to have a look at is we want to have a look at the East, South, and West by salesperson, and then we can drill down even further. So we can over here bring in our pivot table fields, we can actually bring the salesperson down into that sub team, below the sub team. I mean, they're all red, but that's fine. What we can now see is the individual salesperson, what their budget is, and whether they've met that budget or not. Now, here we go. Agatha has met. April has met. Arthur has met. And then we get down to David. We can see, okay, David hasn't met his budget, and it's probably met about 40% of his budget. So straight away, we could highlight that and say, okay, that's something that we have to have a conversation about. Let's see why David's budget was actually almost one of the highest within the East Red team for starters, but his sales were roughly about what everyone else actually generated in sales for the period. So this is a good way of breaking down your data and being able to have a look at that, finding the issues without having to look at all of the data. Now let's take the salesperson out. A couple of ways you can do this. You can click the name and drag it back up there. You can see the X, like the delete button if you like. Let's put it back down there and I'll show you another way. You've got checkboxes next to all the names. You can uncheck it and it straight away comes out as well. Now, the other way we can have a look at this is we can now put this data into a chart. Very, very easy to do. If we have a look at the Insert tab, we come over to our chart design over here, Charts, and we can choose whatever we actually want. Now, I'm just going to do a 2D standard column chart, and you can see straight away it generates it. Now, it's generating this chart based on this information. I don't like to see all of this stuff. So what you can do is you can actually right-click on the buttons or the report fields, and you can actually hide all field buttons on the chart. Straight away, they're gone. Now, to change this around, get it looking a bit more schmick, you can actually click on the paintbrush and this will actually give you some chart style suggestions. And this is, for instance, now we've changed the entire chart to a black chart. We've still got red east, red north, red south, and red west. I also want to add in the data because I might want to put this report onto its own page. So if we click on the plus button, you can add the data table. Straight away, you've now got sum of budget and sum of total sales. So up here, you can see what the budget is. And then the second row down, obviously, is the sales. Now, because we now have, in essence, a legend as part of our data set, we could actually remove this legend here. And all we need to do is uncheck the box. If you wanted to move it, you can click on the arrow and you can tell it exactly where you want your legend to be, right, top, left, bottom, more options. You can get into a whole pile of different changes there. So we're just going to remove it. The grid lines are on. Now we've got primary, horizontal, vertical, primary, minor, horizontal and vertical as well. So you can change all of that around. You can add a chart title. So we can put in here sales versus budget. We'll just take out chart. And now we've got a report that is also filter enabled. Now, right now, it's filtered to Anthony. Now, if we change this in here to Amelia, instantly see this has now changed the data to show Amelia's records. Now, to show the entire business, we click all on the sales manager, and it now gives us red versus white in the east, the north, the south, and the west, and you can see them grouped together. So now you can actually see like for like, side by side. So something along those lines can then mean that, okay, we have a look at it and we say, well, the budget for white east was actually lower than the budget for red east. Why is that? And maybe it's different products, maybe it's different areas within that region. But it then gives you some further insights to say, well, hang on, the budget for Red North was well down compared to the white budget. Similarly, the South budget in red was massive compared to the white budget. So straight away, you're getting some indications here of what you need to drill down on to actually find issues within, in this case, sales versus budgets. So look, that was just a quick video just to show you a very quick way of aggregating your data together to drill down and find issues at a sales level. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Remember to like and subscribe, turn on those notifications so you can see when new emails drop, and above all, keep practicing. Thanks.